What's mighty good word, party folk? It's your high priest. I'm up here on Jupiter's day. It's January 18th, Thursday, January 18th. The sun is currently at about 29 degrees of Capricorn. Sun and Pluto will meet in the very last minutes of Capricorn at the end of this week, and then the sun will swiftly move into Aquarius, followed by Pluto. Let's see, Mercury, now finally about to move out of its post-shadow phase, is meeting with Jupiter and Saturn. Lots of talks there. Venus is meeting up with, they're not actually meeting, they're like talking to each other, right? There's a lot of talk between the personal planets and the big planets. And the big planets are kind of running the big show as they normally do, but sometimes they're not this fatherly, dare I say. Anyway, I think the ingress into Aquarius is the biggest deal. This is a collective message for the Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising collective. Regardless of whether you have a distinguished Taurus placement, I still recommend checking out any video that resonates with you, and hopefully you find some messages of inspiration. I am your Mao High Priest, Taurus. I've been meditating. Check out this funky Hierophant card from the Radiant Wilds Tarot, and then the Hierophant, commonly known as a high priest, right? This is the Golden Dawn Tarot. And then I also have the Wanderer's Tarot. I'll have to meditate with these three different decks. I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle and the Moonology. I thought it would be interesting to do a first quarter or waxing moon phase spread for you guys, since we are still sort of in that first quarter moon phase. It was exact yesterday, about 15 hours ago to be even more exact. It was in Aries, so but because there's a lot of crossover between the nodal shift from Taurus, Scorpio to Aries, Libra, I thought this is a very poignant time period for a lot of signs. Sorry about that. I guess I don't have much control over it, right? Because even with my closed windows, it's like, it's the city. Welcome to the city. Let's bring a little bit of order there. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising collective, Taurus magicians, Taurus high priests, high priestesses, Taurus kings, Taurian queens. This is your highest royal court. I am your effervescent, bubbly, wiggly, funny looking and fleeting jester with your inspirational spiritual messages for your exaltation, your human evolution, your overall growth. Let's see, still a lot of Capricorn flavor in the midst of it all. So acknowledging like where your energy is going, right? I think for you, Taurus, you're really excited and busy. It's about recognizing that you've healed yourself, and you are now continuing to on a path, on your duty, on your service path to help others to heal. Okay, so it's that reminder. Thank you so much to Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, for these clear divine messages. May we have one Herbal Astrology Oracle for the Taurus collective. It is about maintaining that posture that you are now the bearer of light, So how can you maintain that posture? How can you focus on healing? You have groups to heal. You may not feel entirely. It's like you may feel like you want to. Can I put it like this way? It's like you're a white guy rapping. Does that even make sense? It's like you're in your element, but you feel out of your element because you're feeling different. So that means you perceive yourself differently. Maybe others perceive you to look, feel, talk differently. However that translates. So you're feeling a little bit out of place as far as the underlying kind of vibration. There we go. So we have card number 53, Dandelion, Wounded Healer. Wow. As we're talking about you being the healer and maintaining that posture, right? You are the healer. This is a Chiron driven card. Chiron is in Aries. Chiron did spend a lot of time in your sign over the last few years. So you feel you may be looking at new money, right? Like looking at where to invest your time, how to invest your energy, how to invest your time, how to continually heal yourself as you heal others. Now you've been called out to the world. You may have taken a step back as far as not being so persistent in your work life, in your everyday friendship life. You were not as at the forefront of solving and helping and assisting folks with their issues. You were taking time out to rest, to recalibrate and regenerate. Okay, and now you're out and about. Dandelion, you're out and about. A lot of Merkaba elements here. So yeah, you bring the light, you bring the warrior spirit, and now how can you center that? Okay, so that you don't cause more warrior. I have sensuality. Yeah, that does speak to you. Yes, that is your card number 45, sensuality. So Dandelion is Chiron and Jupiter. Mandrake is card number 45 is Neptune and Venus, and Neptune and Venus are meeting up at the end of this week. So I may have to read Mandrake for you. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. That's really cool. I think that Dandelion and Mandrake is really calling you. You need time to preserve your beauty, okay? You cannot. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis. Thank you so much to Sun God Ra. Thank you so much to Mercury. What is rising? Oops, sorry. I think I need to put this on Do Not Disturb. I am so sorry. What message does the moon have? Does the waxing moon have? What's rising up in the Taurus collective between the new moon and the full moon, and the new moon in Capricorn and the full moon in Leo? Okay, what's the main message from the moon? Oh, we have a few cards. So we have the main message, your challenge, what can help you to get through it, and then the what can help you to accept it, right? Knowing that nothing is yet set in stone. Your challenge is the emotional aspect, and then 2 cards for the outcome. The energy is gaining momentum, and a win-win outcome is forecast. So we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So you may already be in, like, you've hit the ground running, right? Because this was upcoming energy this was energy that was culminating in December, or at the end of November was the start, culminated in December, and now you've hit the ground running. You're working on the new grounds, on your new project. You're feeling actually lucky to be in this position, and now your duty is to bring love into the situation. Perhaps you're working too mechanically and making observations about others and how they treat you as an individual. You are more so meant to align with the community and allow them to shape the energy that you bring to the table. Okay. So we have bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius is the main message that's coming to you from the moon, Taurus. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Okay. There's been a lot of weird, like, I don't really care to give the message of, like, be more charismatic. Lead with charisma. But, you know, when you're talking about it in a spiritual sense, it means, like, just be kind and unconditional love, right? Remember, and this is the spicy part, remember where you're coming from and those down periods, the lulls, and now come back to and apply that sort of mentality to the work you're doing now by observing others and recognizing that they may be at a level that does not resonate with you because of what they're going through. And so it's giving people time, space to, like, get it together or cause their own mess enough to, like, exit. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that. Allow others to deal with their own emotions. We have bring love into the situation. On the new moon in Aquarius card, we have the Princess of Cups, which is the water element. Okay. So yes, the emotions are running high. Your challenge is work. Your challenge is accepting what's going on around you, bringing organization to this new line of work, to this new project. You're still very much up in the sky. You're still healing when you're actually very much so God is now asking you, hi, come back to earth, come back to earth. This is your challenge. Coming out of this highly emotional time, whatever you went through, okay, it may have been a lot of emotional healing. It may have involved a lot of healing from heartbreak, a lot of healing from just misery, right? The results of past pain, of past relationships, of past outcomes that led you to this new outcome that is your justice, your karmic justice. We have card number 11. We love to see it. We have Venus and Jupiter. I'm sorry, Venus and Saturn. So you've done the work. You've done the work. You flipped it. You have the Wheel of Fortune, card number 10. All of these cards next to each other, it means you're out of this. Yeah, you're out of this vibration. So no one is against you. And even if they are attempting to come against you, you are meant to lead with love. You are meant to direct your emotions, to contain them, to move through, not to suppress, but to process and to work through and to be alleviated by alleviating others. Remember that you are the bearer of light. You are the bearer of healer. You are the healer. You are the healer. You are the wounded healer. Okay? Wow. a lot of ascending numbers like 10, 11, okay, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm getting those numbers. And your advice is like nothing is yet set in stone. So remember to continually move with the emotions, allow them to seep out as they will, allow them to move out of you as they will. You need to be concerned with how you bring beauty to your life, how you bring beauty to your day-to-day life. So don't become so hardened, don't become so unavailable to yourself. So you are very available to others, and you are bringing like the water bearer, you bring healing light to others. You emotionally heal others. You know what that's like, so you know how to help others turn their situations around so that they can feel justified. No matter what job you're doing, that is the efforts that you consider, like you tend to give off this foundational concerted effort to, or your concerted efforts are there to establish others' emotional foundations and to flip their self, like perspective of their emotional self to a very balanced state. Okay. So you allow others to see and process their emotions. Who does that for you? How do you find that? You can do it for yourself, right? But how do you do that for yourself? Do you have timeouts for yourself? Do you have time out to regather, replenish? I don't know if I was already saying it, but yes, you need time. You will need time to regather, and that's how you recalibrate. Your outcome is that you win in the end. You win as you continue to keep going, as you continue to keep moving through, as you move through others' attempts to sway you or to bring you down. They can't bring you down as long as you stay in your beauty and your meditative clearing processes, like bringing yourself balance after work. How do you recalibrate? How do you rebalance? How do you recenter? How do you knowing that your work continues to get busier and you continue to have to help folks and you continue to have to deal with others, whatever trespasses they may attempt on you, how can you still maintain that quality of openness, unconditional love? 10 of Swords, Lord of Ruin. You're seeing now, okay? You're telling me that at the top of your mind, you are seeing how others F with you. We have the Sun in Gemini. You're seeing that the next 6 months will require you to not allow any of these folks to really mess with you, to sway you, to have you believe something that you're not meant for where you are. You are meant to be in the space that you are, more so than those that try to defy that aspect. Yes. So shine with that confidence, lead with that confidence. You are a leader, you are a teacher, but maintain integrity through acknowledging that others are trying you, right? Know that what you've been through, you are capable of handling through a different lens, through a different application of your light. So whereas you were removing folks from your life because you needed to recenter, now you allow your new manner of being and your new perception to pour only the exact amount of love into the situation and to unconditionally handle others, and then leave it all up to God. Because you can't let others stop you in your tracks. Anyone that's stopping you in your tracks, like you must continue. Thank you so much. You must remember, order in the Taurian quarter, you must remember that you bring balance. You must remain in balance. You must work to always stay in balance, okay? And you maintain that posterity by knowing that you're set to win. So there's a huge goal that you have, I guess, to meet at the end of the summer, whether that's a self-imposed goal or a goal that someone else has given you at work or something like that. That's, I don't know, it is work related. You're starting now, you're coming out as someone who knows what they're doing. But how can you use all that energy to continually set up space and clear space and not be stopped in your tracks, and to tend to anyone else? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So it's relying on the right friendships, relying on the friendship, on a specific friendship that has recently formed, and it could be this business friendship or business relationship. Someone new in your life can help you to stabilize. Ultimately, you know how to conserve and drive your energy, okay? So you must conserve your energy, and you must not allow others to cause any you're looking very independent, by the way. So you have enough. So, don't become upset at me by saying you have you have that will to look at your shadow side. Like you have that, and you possess the intelligence to carefully observe your shadow side. And so that's the side that you want to continually work to heal, and work to lead you properly, right? To allow you to see those who are meant to be in your vicinity, and allow you to excuse those that are not meant to be in your vicinity by giving that to God. Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. Okay. Look at you. You have very good, a very good standing with someone at your work, at your place of employment, or whoever you're working with, to align in these projects and to carry these projects out throughout from now until the summer, okay? The culmination in the summer. It's like more the culmination. You will see it in the summer. You'll be able to reflect in the fall. So make sure to gain and gather. You do listen to God. So I have card number 4 and card number 4 of Swords. So 44. Again, the number 11, the number 2 is very significant here. Yes, you are very well connected to God. There are messages coming through. There's something that you're wondering. There's a specific message that you're seeking, and you could be seeking it here on, like, per se, YouTube, or like from other readers. But dare I say, don't look too hard. The message is coming from God, so it is just about listening, okay? And maybe that's the way you need to look at folks that are looking at you sideways. Look at them through the eyes of God. Give them no feedback. don't give them any lip service, right? Like you just carry on. Yeah, you fear being caught back in that. How about this? How about if I allude to you actually being, you're still getting through a lot of that. You're still moving through a lot of that, and you're doing it well, and you will get it done, right? The energy's getting momentum, and a win-win forecast is up. Win-win outcome is forecast. So alongside a lot of us, alongside a lot of your brothers, your sisters, other children of God, us, the folks, the community, we're all in this together, and it is recognizing that you have the power to get through this because you are meant to help to lead others. So you're ahead on the leaderboard. You're up there in the higher ranks. Okay, so others look at you to get that burst of energy or confidence. So that's why I remind you to lead with that confidence, to lead with knowing that you will get out of this really fast. Okay, again, you're looking fine and divine. You're looking privileged enough to be able to see where the shadow is cast and how to shine light on your shadow aspects. You're new emotionally, you feel very new, so this could be very raw emotions. You have the right support system around you. You know how to take care of yourself regardless of whether you live alone or with a family. The 10 of you have, so yes, you have a lot of work to do, and this should not involve tending to others. There's something like you want to teach a lesson to someone. Well, the lesson is for you to learn and to move out of that space, is for you to move out of that vicinity that is more so where you waste efforts in trying to teach those folks that are strictly operating from shadow. It is not in your calling, in your nature to make room and to deal with these folks, okay? Like, don't take that on. Again, taking those projects, those pet projects, I don't know what they're called, side projects. Taking on projects like that will mean like you losing out, okay? You have to move out of that older vibration of teaching others through reaction, right? It's teaching others through your calm sense of knowing what the outcome is, and knowing how to soften, and knowing what doesn't require your attention, and working to help others to see where they should place their attention. Okay, card number 54, Mandrake, Sensuality. Order in the Royal Taurian Court. I think this is a fabulous reading. You guys are looking fine. Have I said that enough? Looking fine and divine. All right. Mandragora Officinarum. Sensuality, discovering new forms of intimacy, finding the inner beloved, expression of healthy sexuality, abundance. Oh, I'm so sorry. That should be upright. I absolutely love that. Known as Satan's apple, devil's apple, and man's root, mandrake is one of the most famous mystical aphrodisiac plants. In ancient times, the dried root was soaked in wine and enjoyed as a love potion, and was believed to be a cure for infertility in women. Native to the Mediterranean, the roots of this unusual plant look identical to a little human, also called love apples in the Old Testament of the Bible. The golden yellow fruit of the mandrake can cause intoxicating sexual desire. According to the Kabbalah, mandrake was a symbol for becoming one, and the text alludes to it being used in secret mystical rites in ancient Israel. In ancient Egypt, mandrake fruit and wine were used as love offerings during courtship and consumed as aphrodisiacs. Mandrake is the embodiment of Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of love and fertility. Mandrake was also used in ancient Greece as a love potion and for ceremonial love rituals. Like in ancient Egypt, the aphrodisiac root was associated with the goddess of love, Aphrodite. Medicinally, it was used as a narcotic to relieve anxiety, depression, insomnia, pain, colic, stomach ulcers, and constipation. Although mandrake has a strong masculine signature, its nature is much like those of Venus and Neptune. Mandrake powerfully shifts the body into a higher state of love, bliss, under the influence of Neptune, as well as Venus's lusty and sensual energy. Guidance from mandrake is here to ask you to find new forms of intimacy. Ask yourself, what inspires bliss, joy, and passion in my life? Notice how you relax into flow and more easily attract what you need and desire when you focus on energy givers such as joy. There you go. A cup of joy, a cup of hibiscus tea brings you joy. Mandrake is here to assist you in liberating unchanneled creativity, sensuality, releasing energy from the sacral center and activating your pleasure centers to experience a higher form of love. Don't allow unworthiness, fear of rejection, and inhibition of pleasure to stop you from experiencing higher love. Focus on giving your gifts to the world with overwhelming passion and opening up to receive fully and fearlessly. Wow, well that's beautiful. Now that you're out of this big healing phase, how can you bring more love into the situation? How can you bring more joy and sensuality and sensibility into your work? After work, enjoy yourself, okay? And so that way when you work, you allow others to enjoy themselves. Thank you so much, Taurus. What a lovely message y'all brought me here. It's an honor and pleasure to read for you all. Please pack very lightly. Sacral center, also solar plexus, obviously one below the other. So root, knowing that all your needs are met, knowing that the energy is gaining momentum, knowing that a win-win outcome is forecast and that there are more folks that will bring you love, as long as you do not give any of the folks that bring you disparity, don't give them any of your time and attention. Only give yourself love and joy. Bring yourself love, pleasure, joy, okay? Because there are more real friendships coming ahead. For now, rely on yourself and your groundedness to come out of this rightfully shining bright in your confidence, in your pride. Okay? Wow. Keep it so real. All right. Y'all got this. Enjoy. I'll be back with more messages.